Good morning, students. Program Bachelor of Science, third year, subject Botany, semester 5, paper code BOC 107, paper title Microbiology and Plant Pathology. Title of the unit, Introduction to Microbiology, module name, Disposal of Laboratory Waste and Cultures, module number 5. My module consists of introduction, general principles for waste disposal, disposal of laboratory waste, and disposal of cultures. Learning outcomes explains the general principle of waste disposal, explains the methods of disposal of laboratory waste, explains the methods of disposal of cultures. Coming to the introduction, the laboratory guidelines should be followed by the laboratory workers when disposing of waste generated in laboratory. So basically you have to follow all the laboratory guidelines which are there in order to dispose the various waste. Proper management of waste will minimize the risk to employees, members of the public, and reduce the risk of release of hazardous material to the environment. So you have to manage the disposal of waste. When conducting any disposal procedures, always wear proper personal protection equipment such as gloves, aprons, goggles, etc. Conduct disposal procedures in proper areas for the materials like hoods, ventilated areas, appropriate sinks, etc. Follow sterile procedures and cautions related to potential pathogen. Coming to the general principle for waste disposal, first principle is minimize generation of waste. So you have to minimize as much of waste which you are generating. Then segregate the waste generated. You have to separate the waste based on the various type and keep it separately. Label the segregated waste. You have to label the waste based on the type of the waste which you all are generating. Store and handle the waste safely until disposal. During storage, you have to store the waste properly in various containers. For chemicals and various solutions, you have to store the waste in ventilated areas. You should handle the waste only when you know the various hazards to which you are exposed to, and use the proper safety measures when you are handling the infectious waste. Record disposal of waste. You have to record the disposal of various waste on a record book in order to ensure that you have done the proper management of waste. Next is disposal of laboratory waste. Now laboratory waste are of different types which are generated. So based on that we have to put the waste in various waste containers and ultimately dispose it in dumpsters or in landfill. Now first type of waste is chemically contaminated waste. So here yellow base bin with orange lid is used. The final disposable method used over here is incineration, which results in the loss of the items. Now here filter paper, glass, tissues, paper towels, sample vials contaminated with hazardous chemicals such as should be placed directly in a chemically contaminated waste bin. Now this image shows the yellow base bin with orange lid. Waste chemicals. Now waste container should be compatible with the residue material placed within. For liquid waste, the residue containers are approved. Strong plastic sealable containers are used. Waste chemicals include solvents, aqueous solution, dry powders, and unwanted waste chemicals. No hazardous chemical substances should be disposed down the drain. They should be first treated. Hazardous waste labels are fixed to the hazardous waste residue containers. Next is cytotoxic waste. Here purple base bin with purple lid is used. Final disposable method is incineration. So cytotoxic waste is any substance contaminated with any residue that contains materials toxic to the cell by their action on the cell reproduction. Examples: ethidium bromide can expose users to hazardous waste such as mutagenic, carcinogenic, and other secondary hazard depending on its use. This image shows the purple base bin with purple lid. Next is biological, clinical, genetically modified organism and biosecurity waste. Here yellow base bin with yellow lid is used. Final disposable method is autoclave, and then you have to landfill. Waste that has been chemically treated must not be autoclaved. Biological, clinical and GMO waste must be rendered non-viable before disposal. This image shows the yellow base bin with yellow lid. Next are sharp waste. Here yellow or purple approved sharp containers are used to dispose the waste. Final disposable method here depend upon the primary contamination of the waste. Sharps are objects or devices that have acute rigid corners, edges, point capable of cutting or penetrating the skin. Example: hypodermic needles, broken glass, scalpel blades, lancets, syringes with needles, razor blades, etc. So this image shows the yellow sharp container. Sharp containers are located adjacent to the work area where you are working and where the sharps are used for easy access. Sharps contaminated with toxic, infectious or radioactive materials are placed into separate sharp containers labeled according to the type of primary contamination, that is chemically contaminated, biohazardous, radioactive and cytotoxic. Sharps residue container is filled to the fill line. They are sealed properly with the lid affixed with the hazardous waste label and then placed in the bins and then disposed in the dumpster. Next is glass waste. Here white base with brown lid bin is used for brown glass, example Winchesters, and green base with white and green base bin with white lid is used for clear glass. Final disposal method is recycling of the glass, whether broken or unbroken, should not be placed in general waste bins. This image shows the base bin with brown lid. Now bottle caps remove and dispose in the general waste bin. Once clean, glass is placed in a waste bin based on the glass color. When the laboratory glass bin is 3/4 full, put the lid on the bin and transfer the contents to the larger solid waste bin. Broken glass should be treated as sharp waste. Broken glass pieces large in size for a sharp container are placed into an impervious container with lid placed in wheelie bin. Contaminated glass that has been contaminated and unable to be safely decontaminated should be treated as other waste of the same hazard. Example, chemically contaminated waste, biological, clinical, GMO waste and biosecurity waste and cytotoxic waste. Contaminated glass containers or laboratory glass such as beakers, volumetric flasks of the other Pyrex items cannot be placed in general recycling bins. Next is radioactive contaminated waste. Bin color, red base bin with red lid is used. Final disposal method over here depends on the primary hazard. Example, pack the chemically contaminated waste or biological, clinical, GMO and biosecurity waste according to its primary hazard. Keep in a radioactive waste store to delay and decay prior to the final disposal as non-radioactive waste. This image shows a red base bin with red lid. Next is compressed gas. When the compressed gas cylinder is empty, contact the manufacturer or supplier to return it. Empty aerosol cans can be disposed in the recycling bin. Fully or partially used can be taken to the waste store where they will be placed in a segregated bucket until collection. This image shows the compressed gas cylinders. Next are preserved materials. Specimen preserved in formaldehyde such as plants, algae, animals, etc. Disposable method. Here you have to rinse and wash all the preservative from the specimen. Room should be well ventilated. This image shows the container to store preserved specimen. Transfer the specimen in the plastic bucket and place in a large sink. Continue washing the specimen for a period of 6 to 8 hours to completely wash all the preservative from the specimen. After the wash cycle is completed, turn off the water, remove the doublings and drain all the remaining water from the container. Drain the specimen for an hour and then double bag them in a non-transparent plastic bag. Seal the bag completely and dispose in dumpster. Next is microbiological waste. Now microbiological waste is again of two types, solid waste and liquid waste. The solid waste should be properly labeled in a leak-proof container, disinfected by thermal or chemical treatment, placed in a dumpster for disposal in the landfill. Liquid waste, this waste should be disinfected by thermal or chemical treatment, then discharged into the sewer system. Now coming to the disposal of cultures. Now cultures and stocks including microorganisms cultivated in the laboratory and associated biological including specimen cultures and dishes and various devices which are used to transfer the cultures, inoculate and mix the cultures and use glass, etc. should be disposed properly. So cell cultures, cell culture media and serum are decontaminated either by autoclaving or by chemical methods of disinfection. Coming to the sterilization and disposal of culture petri dishes. Now petri dishes containing the grown cultures are classified as infectious waste and should be handled with care. Petri dishes containing bacteria, fungi, yeast on the media must be decontaminated prior to disposal. Cultured plates which are not needed should be decontaminated as soon as possible. Now there are two methods which are used to sterilize these plates. First one is autoclaving method. Now autoclaving method is used for decontaminating these petri dishes containing cultures. The petri dishes should be secured in a plastic plastic autoclave bag, and it should be autoclaved at 121 degrees Celsius, maintaining 15 psi pressure for 30 minutes prior to disposal. After autoclaving, this waste may be treated as normal refuse and should be disposed in the waste bins. This image shows the autoclave instrument. Now, chemical sterilization of cultures. Chemically, the cultures are sterilized by using the bleach. So, place the culture or the material in a 10% bleach solution for 24 hours. 10% bleach solution is prepared by diluting 1 part of the bleach with 9 parts of water. Rinse the sterilized materials with water and then dispose in a waste bin. So, in this module, we have learned about the disposal of various waste and also the disposal of cultures. These are my references. Thank you.